Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today we'll start chapter number 18, the last chapter of our session. Okay. So after this, level 2 will start. Okay. So the devotees who have finished the quizzes for this chapter, after quizzes, you will get the certificate. You will have the option to download the certificate. And with that certificate, you can go to level 2. Okay. Different courses are there with us in level 2 also. Okay. So after the end of session, I'll tell you what are there in the level 2. So let's start today's chapter, little bit big chapter. Okay. Two chapters are big in Bhagavad Gita. Chapter number 2 and chapter number 18. Chapter number 2 is also summary of Bhagavad Gita, and chapter number 18 is also summary. That's why these two chapters are the most biggest chapter. Means not biggest, the big chapters. Okay. So let's start the last chapter, Moksha Sannyas Yoga. With let's start with Mangala Charan. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaheyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utpadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is founder acharya of ISKCON, and we pay our humble obeisances and 2 lotus feet, and we beg for his mercy so that his teachings we can apply in our life. So last chapter number 17, we have learned about the faith, austerity, charity, and enjoyer. With the faith, we have seen that there are 3 types of faith based on the modes: Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamagun. Satoguni people will worship the demigod. Rajoguni people, they worship the demons, and Tamoguni people, they worship the ghosts and spirits. Along with that, we have seen 3 types of food in the mode of material, in the Sattvagun, Rajogun, and Tamagun. Okay. Then we have seen about the austerity. Okay. 3 things were there: austerity for body, austerity for mind, and austerity for the words. 3 austerities we discussed. Okay. And charity also was there. Charity in the mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. And lastly, the enjoyer part. Okay. Om Tat Sat. Lastly, the enjoyer part. The Krishna is the ultimate enjoyer. Om Tat Sat. That was the last part. So this was the last chapter we have seen. And so now today is 18th chapter. Okay. So 18th chapter, progression from all chapter. To emphasize the goal of surrender to Krishna, he summarizes by reiterating: renunciation of work is the supreme and should renounce fruit of work, not the work itself. We should be renouncing the fruits of work, not the work itself. We have seen the Karma Yoga chapters where we have seen that work we have to do, but results we have to offer to Krishna. That's why it is written, renounce the fruits of work, not the work itself. Okay. Do your duty according to dharma and enjoy the world. Surrender to Krishna and devotional service to him is the ultimate goal of life. What is our ultimate goal? What is our goal of this human form of life? Krishna says, surrender to Krishna and devotional service to him is the ultimate goal of life. So all these points will be again, Krishna will be reiterating. Okay. So let's see what we are going to discuss today. Mnemonic is smile. Smile. As for summary of Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, then modes of nature. Okay. Every work is being done under the 3 modes of material nature. So what are these things? We'll see. Then third thing is ideal worker. Okay. Even among these things, there is ideal worker, Brahma Bhuta stage. What is that? We'll know. And love of Godhead, and lastly, the end result. So what happens after we read the Bhagavad Gita? Okay, so end result. So these things we are going to see today. Perfection of renunciation, smile. So let's start the first part, summary of Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. Arjuna starts with inquiry. So this chapter also starting with the inquiry. He's asking what is sannyas and what is tyaga. There is difference between the sannyas and tyaga. Sannyas is a final order of life. Brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha, and lastly the sannyas. So sannyas is the order of life, and tyaga means renunciation. And we have seen what is the meaning of renunciation. Renouncing the fruits of work, that is called renunciation, tyaga. And sannyas is the order of life. What we do in that order of life, Krishna will tell. Okay, so let's see. So Arjuna was asking sannyas and tyag. Krishna is defining sannyas and tyag. 18.2. Krishna says, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, giving up the activity that are based on material desires is what great learned man call as renounce order of life, sannyas. Okay. So what is the sannyas? Sannyas is a renounce order of life. Order of life. This is the final order of life where person renounces everything, but still he do the spiritual duty because he is renouncing only the things which is based on material desires. Spiritual duty still the person is doing. Okay. That is the sannyas. Be doing only spiritual duty. He won't be doing material duty. Okay. So that is the meaning of sannyas. And giving up the results of all activity is what a wise man called renunciation. We have already seen the meaning of renunciation means to renounce the fruits of work, not the work. Krishna is again telling that give up the results of all activity. Give up the results of all activity is what a wise man called tyaga. Okay. So sannyasa means renouncing both the fruits as well as work itself. Which work? Material work. Spiritual work is still person doing. Tyaga means to renounce the fruits of one work. Work he will be doing, but he will be renouncing the fruits of one work. Okay. So that is the meaning of sannyas and tyaga. To understand that concept more nicely, we have two types of karma. Okay. Nitya karma and kama karma. Nitya karma means daily prescribed duty. Like Sandhya Vandana by Brahmana. Sandhya Vandana, we have to wake up in the morning, we have to chant Nitya Karma. We have to perform these duties. And one is called Kama Karma, which we do for our sense gratification, our sense pleasure. Okay. Karma done to perform personal desire, like Putra Kameshti Yagna. This type of Yagna people do when they want Putra, son. Okay. So it is for fulfillment of personal desire. So two types of karma is there. One is called Nitya Karma, where person doesn't want anything, spiritual duties. One is called Kama Karma, which is based on the personal desires. Okay. So sannyasi, he won't be having any Kama Karma. He won't be doing any Kama Karma because it is based on personal desire. But he will be doing the Nitya Karmas because it is based on the spiritual desires. Okay. But a Tyagi will be doing both karma, but he will be renouncing the fruits of action of these both karmas. Okay. So that is the meaning of sannyas and tyaga. So we are seeing the final summary of Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. So how Krishna is summarizing the Karma Yoga, you see. Krishna says 18.6, all these activities should be performed without attachment or any expectation of result. They should be performed as a matter of duty, O son of Pritha. This is my final opinion. What Krishna is telling about the duty, actions. Okay. Krishna says in the third chapter, work we have to do, but we have to do the work as a sacrifice for Vishnu. Again, he is saying the same thing, that all the activities should be performed without attachment. If you are doing with attachment, it will cause bondage. Okay. They should be performed as a matter of duty. We should be performing duty as a matter of duty. This is our duty. That's it. Okay. With determination, without attachment to the result, we should perform the duty. So that is the final verdict of Krishna about the Karma Yoga. Okay. Then the renunciation Krishna is describing also in the three modes are there. Renunciation. So first Krishna was describing Karma Yoga, where Krishna is saying we have to do the work, but the work should be done in a mode of renunciation. Renunciation with work means work we have to do, but we should not be attached to the results of the action. Okay. So that was the renunciation. And that renunciation is in the mode of goodness, where we perform the duty as it is required to be done. No material attachment or attachment to the fruits. Okay. That is the Renunciation in the mode of goodness. Renunciation is also in the mode of ignorance and passion. Ignorance means the thing which is not to be done, the people are doing that. Okay. Opposite. So the mode of ignorance, the renunciation means giving up the work itself. Giving up the prescribed duty itself is called in the mode of ignorance. Giving up the result of the prescribed duty, that is in the mode of goodness. But giving up the work itself is called renunciation in the mode of ignorance. Okay. There is one more renunciation, that is renunciation in the mode of passion. Gives up duties that troublesome out of fear of bodily comfort. Okay, bodily duty I don't want to do. That's why I'm renouncing this. Okay, a person comes to a temple. I want to join temple. Why you want to join temple? Temple person asks. I am fed up of this human life. I am fed up of this family life. My wife doesn't respect me. My children doesn't respect me. They abuse me. They beat me. Okay. I don't want to live in family life. I want to renounce that life. I want to come to temple and live. So he doesn't have any attachment to Krishna. He is coming due to discomfort from the material life. Okay. So this is called renunciation in the mode of passion, where a person leaves the activity, action due to troublesome out of fear of bodily comfort. Okay. So renunciation in the mode of ignorance, person give up the duty itself. Passion, person give up the material duty itself because of bodily comfort. And goodness, person does the duty, but renounces the fruits of the duty. That is in the mode of goodness. So three modes of renunciations are there. We cannot give up the duties. We have to perform the duty because it is impossible to give up all duties. As a soul, we are always active. Our mind is always active. We cannot sit idle at one place and cannot restrict our mind. Okay, it is always moving. It is always active. We cannot stop it. Okay, so we cannot stop our activities also. So what to be done? Engage the activity in the service of Krishna. That's it. Very nice. Okay. So 18.11 it is said, it is indeed impossible for an embodied being to give up all activities, but he who renounces the fruits of action, important is the fruits of action, it's called one who has truly renounced. So true renunciation means giving up the fruits of action, not the activity. Okay. Giving up the fruits of action, result of action. Action we have to perform, but with the results we should not get attached. Okay. So that is called true renunciation. Okay. This is an example to understand this concept. Here is a person named Alfred Ford. Alfred Ford. He is the owner of Ford Group of Company who is making the cars. Okay. Probably you have heard. And he is the same person who is a initiated disciple of Srila Prabhupada. His name is Amrish Prabhu. Okay. So he is earning, he is doing every material activity, but he is engaging the results in the service of Krishna. Okay. Whatever he is gaining from these activities, he is utilizing in the service of Krishna. And a very humble disciple of Prabhupada, a very nice disciple of Prabhupada. Okay. He has taken up the work of building the TOVP, Temple of Vedic Planetarium, which is in the Mayapur, which is mostly in the final stage. So Prabhuji is arranging the Mayapur Yatra. So when you go to the Mayapur Yatra, you will see the temple TOVP. Okay, there will be a tour of the TOVP. So you can go and TOVP, the biggest temple in Asia. Okay, so that is the thing. Vedic Planetarium, that is called Temple of Vedic Planetarium. What is the Vedic model of our planetarium that is being displayed there? Okay, so still in building phase. But when you go to Mayapur, you can visit. Okay, so that is the thing. That was the Karma Yoga section. Now the Jnana Yoga section. 5 factors of action. In the Jnana Yoga, we have seen that actually we are not only doers. There are 3 doers. Okay, what are those 3 doers? What are those 3 doers? The 3 doers are, first is the soul, second is the super soul which sanctions the desire, and third is the material nature which carries out the desire. Okay, so let's see what this shloka says. 18.14. Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha prithak vidham vividhascha prithak chesta daivim chaivaitra panchanam. The place of action, the body, the performer, the various senses, the different kind of endeavors, and ultimately the super soul. These are the 5 factors of action. So we have learned the 3 factors. So it is now it is in the 5 factors. So one is the soul, and the performer is the soul, and what is the super soul? 3 more things, they are part of material nature. That is place of action. This body is the part of material nature. Our senses are part of material nature, and whatever endeavor we are making, that is also part of material nature. Okay, so these 3 things are part of material nature. This is the soul, performer, and this is the super soul. So Krishna is summarizing the Jnana Yoga with this sloka. Okay, so now the modes of nature we are going to see how every work which is there in this material world, which is divided into modes of nature. So let's see. We learned that once work is dictated by the 3 modes of material nature, whatever work we do, that is under the influence of the 3 modes. Okay, every work will include these things: our knowledge, action, workers' performance, understanding, determination, happiness. So every work will have these things. Okay, and we are going to see these things only in detail in the 3 modes. So when we see everything in detail in 3 modes, then we come to know that actually whatever work we are doing, all the activity which we are doing is controlled by the 3 modes, because these things are only controlled by the 3 modes, and these things are constituent of every activity. Okay, that's why all activity within the universe are thus controlled by the 3 modes. Okay, so whatever activity we do, it is controlled by the 3 modes. Okay, there are 3 kinds of knowledge based on the modes. So let's see what are the 3 kinds of knowledges based on the different types of modes of nature. Okay, so 3 modes you can see here. One is the mode of goodness, one is the mode of passion, and one is the mode of darkness. Okay, so let's see what is the knowledge which is in the mode of goodness. So that knowledge which undivided spiritual nature is seen in all living entity. Though they are divided in innumerable forms, you should understand to be in the mode of goodness. That knowledge which teaches that everyone is equal, because they are here in temporary body, but actually they are something different. And that different is the soul. And soul is part and parcel of Krishna. That's why everyone is equal. Because everyone is part and parcel of Krishna, though they are here in the material body, which is just a temporary manifestation. After that, they are Atma. Overall, they are Atma only, but they are covered with the material body. That's why we are able to see the body. We are not seeing the soul. But that knowledge is in the mode of goodness, which makes us to see that everyone is equal, because everyone is part and parcel of Krishna, and he sees that the soul is there. Everyone is having the soul, spiritual nature. So that knowledge which makes us to see, which enables us to see the undivided spiritual nature, which says that everyone is equal. That knowledge is in the mode of goodness. But in the mode of passion, if you see, that knowledge which one see that every different body, there is different types of living entity. So that knowledge which makes us see that this person is different, this person is different, this person is different, this person is different, because we are seeing only the material body. So that knowledge is in the mode of passion. Goodness, we see that everyone is equal. Passion, we see that everyone is different, because body is different. And ignorance, what kind of knowledge is there in the ignorance? And that knowledge by which one is attached to one kind of work as the all in all, without knowledge of the truth, and which is very meager. So that knowledge which makes the person in ignorance, and he will take the meager activity. He will take the lowest kind of activity. He will do the lowest kind of activity. And he considers the lowest kind of activity as very good activity. So that knowledge is in the mode of darkness, ignorance. Okay. So these are the knowledge based on the 3 modes. Now the action, whatever action we perform, they are also divided into 3 modes. So first is in the mode of goodness. That action which is regulated action, and which is performed without attachment to the fruits, without love or hatred, and without desire for fruitive result, is said to be in the mode of goodness. So any activity which you are doing, which is regulated as per Shastra, and we are not doing for the result of our fruitive result, that is in the mode of goodness. According to Shastra, not done for the personal gratification, sense gratification, that is in the mode of goodness. That action is in the mode of goodness. Now in the passion. Action performed with great effort by one seeking to gratify his senses. So here, that action which is meant for gratification of the senses and enacted from sense of false ego is said to be in the mode of passion. So that action which is performed for sense gratification, that is called in the mode of passion. Okay. Thirdly, in the ignorance. That action performed in illusion, in disregard to scriptural injunction. Here the person was doing regulated according to the Shastra. Here the person is doing in disregard of the scriptural injunction and without concern of future bondage. So if you are doing this action, what will happen to us in future? Whether we will be attached to this material body or not, no concern about that. And for violence or distress caused to others, and the action which causes distress, violence to others, that is in the mode of ignorance. Okay. So three kinds of action. One action which is regulated as per Shastra and done without fruitive attachment, that is in the mode of goodness. Action which is against the Shastra, without concern of the future bondage and causing violence to others, that is in the mode of ignorance. And in the passion, action which is done to gratify the senses, that is in the mode of passion. Okay. Now the intelligence. Intelligence is very important, we know. With intelligence only we can choose the correct thing or not. Okay. In 16th chapter, we have seen divine and demonic quality. With intelligence only we can choose between divine and demonic quality. Okay. So intelligence is also three types: Satagun, Rajagun, and Tamagun. So let's see the three types of intelligence. First is in the mode of goodness, second is in the mode of passion, third is in the mode of ignorance. 18.30. O son of Pratha, intelligence, we are discussing intelligence in the mode of goodness. O son of Pratha, that understanding by which one knows that ought to be done and what ought not to be done. So the intelligence which will tell you that this is correct, this you should do, this is not correct, this you should not do. Okay. We have seen in the 6th chapter, when we have intelligence, we can choose between the correct thing and wrong thing. So that intelligence is the mode of goodness, which allows us to choose between the correct and incorrect thing. Okay. Then what is to be feared and what is not to be feared? Which thing we should not do? Which thing we should not do and which thing we should perform? And what is binding and what is liberating? Which thing, by doing which thing will be liberated and by which thing will be attached to this material nature? That intelligence is required, and that intelligence is in the mode of goodness. Now, the passion. That understanding by which one cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion. No distinction. In goodness, if intelligence in the mode of goodness, we can distinguish this is in the mode of goodness, this is religious, this is irreligious. Religious things we should do, irreligious things we should not do. But in the mode of passion, in front of our eyes are just the fruits of action. To gain the fruits of action, to fulfill the desires, whatever, whether it is irreligious or religious, will perform. That intelligence which cannot distinguish between the religion and irreligion, and between action that should be done and action that should not be done, is in the mode of passion. Okay, so the intelligence is the mode of passion. They cannot distinguish between religious and irreligious. They just see the fruits. Okay. And lastly, 18.32, that understanding which considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion. Wrong thing they will consider correct, correct thing they will consider wrong. Okay. Religion they will consider irreligion, irreligion they will consider religion. Opposite. They cannot distinguish, but they will be doing the opposite things only. In passion, they cannot distinguish because they are seeing only the fruits. But in the ignorance, they cannot distinguish and they will be doing opposite things only. Okay. So that understanding which consider irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion under the spell of illusion and darkness and strives always in the wrong direction, O Pritha, is in the mode of ignorance. Okay. Opposite thing only the person will be doing in the mode of ignorance. So that is the intelligence. So many intelligent people you will meet in the society. Okay. They will consider, this thing is very nice. This thing, opposite thing only they will say, this thing is very nice. We should do these things. Many people, they come when they have the doubt that we have heard from the birth that this is correct, this is correct, this is correct. Now you are saying this is not correct as per Shastra. How we can understand that? Okay. The people have the intelligence in the mode of ignorance. They will consider irreligion as religion and religion as irreligion. Okay. So that is the thing. So you should hear from the person who is having the intelligence in the mode of goodness. Hear from Krishna. That is the best source. Okay. Now the happiness. We are striving for happiness. We want happiness. Everyone is searching for happiness. But happiness, what is that real happiness? We'll understand. What is called real happiness? Okay. So happiness is also in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Let's see. 18.37. That which in the beginning may be just like a poison, but at the end is just like nectar, and which awakens one to self-realization is said to be happiness in the mode of goodness. In the beginning, okay. So it is the beginning. It is in the beginning, it is like a poison, but at the end, it is like a nectar. In the beginning, it may be like a poison, but in the end, it is like a nectar, just like and which awakens one's self-realization. If you are doing that, it will increase your self-realization. Like this morning, waking up in the morning and chanting seems very difficult in the starting. How we can wake up and chant in the morning like a poison? It looks like a poison. But when you start doing that, it will increase your self-realization. It will increase your devotion towards Krishna, and it is just like nectar at the end. That is real happiness. Okay. Real happiness doesn't mean that just to gratify the senses and finish. No, that is also happiness, but in the different mode. So this is the happiness which is in the mode of goodness, which is poison at the starting, but at the end it is like a nectar. Okay. Now in the mode of passion, that happiness which is derived from contact of the senses. Here self-realization was the center, but here sense gratification is the center, which is derived from contact of the senses and with their object, and which appears like nectar at first, but poison at the end, is said to be in the mode of passion. It looks like nectar in the beginning, but in the end, it is like a poison. Okay. It's like a poison. So in the starting, it may look like a very nice nectar, but ultimately it is a poison. Example, we go to market, we eat like junk food. Okay. Sense gratification. Tongue want to taste it. Our tongue want to taste it. So it is derived from sense gratification. It is for the sense gratification. That is one point. Second thing, when you eat that, you will feel very tasty at that time. So it is like starting, it is like a nectar, but ultimately it will cause health problem. It is called mental, many things, many problems are there. Junk food, obesity, hypertension, diabetes, many things are there. Every problem of non-communicable disease, if you see, the most common cause is the food problem. Okay. So in the starting, it looks, very tasty, very tasty. Okay. But the end, it is like a poison. It is cause health problems. It will cause many problems, unlimited problems like that. So in the beginning, it looks like a nectar, but end is like a poison. And it is for sense gratification. That is the happiness. So we feel very happy when we eat junk food. Okay. But that happiness is in the mode of passion. That will cause distress, misery, not happiness. That is not actual happiness. Okay. And now let's see the happiness in the mode of ignorance. And that happiness which blinds to self-realization. If you have this type of happiness, you will become blind for self-realization. In Satoguna, it will awaken your self-realization. But this happiness, which is in the mode of ignorance, it will blind you to self-realization, and which is delusion from the beginning to end, and which arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion, is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Alcohol drinking, okay, smoking, alcohol drinking, blinds one to self-realization. It will blind you to self-realization. Alcohol, you are too deluded to think about self-realization. You cannot think only. Blind, it will blind you. And which arises from laziness, sleep, illusion. In the beginning also it is poison, end also is poison. Okay. So in the beginning also poison, ending is also poison. That is in the mode of ignorance. Okay. Blinds one to self-realization. And beginning also poison, ending also poison. Now the four ashrama, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, they have certain qualities because these four ashramas based on guna and karma. So what are those guna? We are going to see. Krishna describes the four ashrama with guna. What are those qualities? Okay. Brahmana. If a person is having these qualities, he will be said to as Brahmana. Peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, religiousness. These are 9 qualities. If you have these 9 qualities, you are a Brahmana. If not, even if you are born in a Brahmana family, you are not a Brahmana. Because quality-wise, you are not a Brahmana. And Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra are based on the guna and karma. Okay? So these are the natural quality of a Brahmana. Kshatriya, if you see, heroism. These are the quality of Kshatriya. If you have these quality, you are a Kshatriya. Heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in the battle, generosity, leadership. These are the natural qualities of Kshatriya. Natural quality of Kshatriya. Okay. So if you have these qualities, you are a Kshatriya. Vaishya and Shudra, farming, crop protection, and business. 3 works are there for Vaishya. Farming, crop protection, and business are the natural for the Vaishya. So if you are a Vaishya, your natural tendency is farming, crop protection, and business, then you are a Vaishya. Okay. And for Shudra, these are the labor and service to others. Doing the labor and service to others is the cause of Shudra, the natural quality of Shudra. So many of us want to serve others. Okay, Shudra quality. Okay, we are actually having Shudra quality. The perfection of renunciation, the third part we are going to see today, ideal worker now. So Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra we have seen, but there is one more mode, one more ashrama, not ashrama, which is above these 4 systems. That is called ideal worker, which is in the Brahma Bhuta stage. Okay. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nasho Chatina Kankshati Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu Madbhaktim Labhate Param. One who is thus transcendently situated at once realizes the Supreme Brahman and become fully joyful. When we are in the Brahma Bhuta stage, we are fully joyful. Brahma Bhuta stage, we understand that we are part and parcel of Lord, and we are a soul. So one who is thus transcendently situated in our real nature at once realizes the Supreme Brahman and become fully joyful. He never laments nor desire for anything. He is equally disposed toward every living entity, and in that state, he attains pure devotional service to me. Brahma Bhuta stage. When a person is self-realized, that is above the 4 stages. Okay. How we can understand that? How we can understand Krishna? Only by devotional service. Okay. 18.55. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tatvatah tato mam tatvato gyatva vishate tad anantaram. One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. Only by devotional service. How we can understand Krishna? We want to know about Krishna. How we can do that? Krishna says only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me by such devotion, he can enter into kingdom of God. All of us want to understand about Krishna. All of us want to surrender to Krishna. How we can do that? Devotional service. The path is devotional service. The ultimate end is also devotional service. Through devotional service only we can understand Krishna. And when we understand Krishna, our devotion increases. Okay. So path is also Krishna and road is also Krishna. Devotional service. Now the love of Godhead, the fourth part. If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. Krishna says, Tesham evanukam partham. So Krishna shows special mercy to those persons who are engaged in devotional service. So Krishna is saying, when you become conscious of me, you will surpass all the obstacles of life. This material world is called dukkhalaya mashashvatam, full of dukkha. How we can cross this dukkha? Krishna says, you can pass over all obstacles if you become conscious of me by my grace. Okay. But if you are not doing that, what will happen? If, however, you do not work in such consciousness, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. Okay. So if you are not hearing me, you are not following me, you will be lost. If you are hearing me, by my grace, will pass all over the obstacles. Okay. Now the essence of Gita, very important sloka 18.65. Krishna says, Manmana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishashi satyam te prati jane priyasi me. Krishna says, always think of me and become my devotee. Worship me and offer homage unto me. Manmana bhav mad bhakto, become my bhakta. Manmana, make your mind always think of me. Manmana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. Final instructions Krishna is giving. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer homage unto me. Final instructions are these. After saying everything, Krishna is giving the summary, what you have to actually do. So many things Krishna is describing in Bhagavad Gita in detail. Every yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, and jnana yoga. But finally, Krishna is saying what actually you have to do, Arjuna. Manmana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Become my devotee, always think of me, offer homage unto me. So this is for us, what we have to actually do. If we have to perfect our life, these are the things we have to do. Okay. Again, one more very important sloka that is called essence of Bhagavad Gita. What is the essence? After learning all things, what is the essence? Krishna says 18.66. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashami ma suchaha. Sarva dharman parityajya. Sarva dharman means every dharma. Parityajya, leave. Forget about all the religions. Forget everything, whatever I have told you till now. Forget Gyan, Dharma, Karma, Bhakti, everything which I have told you, forget everything. Don't be confused. So many things Krishna has told and Arjuna seems to be confused to Arjuna. Krishna. Sarva dharman parityajya. Leave every variety of religion. Mame kam saranam raja. Just come to my surrender. Just surrender unto me. Ekam saranam raja. Just come to my, just become surrender to me. Okay. Just surrender unto me. Aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshashami. Sarva papebhyo. Whatever pap you have done, sarva papebhyo mokshashami. I'll deliver you from all the papa which you have done. Masucha, do not fear. Krishna is saying, the final instruction of Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Krishna is saying, leave all the variety of religion and just surrender to me. Just surrender to me. Don't be confused. Just surrender to me. I will deliver you from all the pap which you have done in the past. Don't fear. Okay. This is not only for Krishna, it is for Arjuna, it is for everyone. Everyone of us. When we surrender to Krishna with devotion, Krishna takes away all the papa. Okay. The last part, the end results. Let's see. What is the fruits of Bhagavad Gita? Why this sloka is very important? 18.66. Let's see. Ya idam paramam gohyam madbhakte swabhidashati bhaktim mai param kritva mame vaishati ashamshayah. For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me. Very important sloka. You may be wondering why this course is free, why so many people are teaching free, why this so many people are engaged in teaching of this Bhagavad Gita course. Why Namanishta Das Prabhu has done till now 39 batches. He is continuously working on that way. From the starting, he is taking the classes and so many managerial things he has done. And this is 39th batch is going on. So many batches has happened. Why people are engaged? Why Namanishta Das Prabhu is doing this? Why we are teaching? Okay, we out of our busy schedule, why we are taking out our time and we are teaching you all, and that too free of cost. Why these are things happening? This sloka explains that. This is the sloka which explains our selfishness, why we are doing this course, why you are explaining these things to you. Krishna says, one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. This is what we want. Okay, we want pure devotional service from Krishna. Okay, so we are engaged in the distributing this knowledge to all of you. Okay, and Krishna says at the end he will come back to me. And the end he will come back to me. So that is the result of preaching. We want to go back to Krishna. We want to become dear to Krishna. We want the pure devotion service of Krishna. That's where we are engaged in explaining this supreme secret to you. Okay. Srila Prabhupada has shared this supreme secret and engaged everyone in devotion service. He has given the engagement of everyone in the devotional service. He has described how we can engage ourselves in the devotional service and how we can become dearmost servant of Krishna. So result of preaching is becoming dear to Krishna. Dearmost servant of Krishna. Okay. So that is the thing. When we preach this knowledge to others, when we give this knowledge to others, we become dear to Krishna. Okay. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. One who is preaching this knowledge to other, he is the most dear to Krishna. Krishna says that. We want that thing. That's why we are preaching this knowledge to others. Okay. So one questions come to your mind, how we can preach this knowledge to your knowns. So you are in constant association of your knowns. Okay, so many people are there in your family, so many people you meet daily, so many people you talk in the phone, so many people are in contact with your WhatsApp, Facebook, so many things, so many people, we have made many contacts. How we can preach this knowledge to others? Okay, the first thing is, whatever you have learned, you can apply in your life and they can see all the changes in your life so that they can also learn. Your depends in your children's, how they are going to learn. When you chant in front of them, when you learn, when you read Bhagavad Gita in front of them, by seeing you, they will learn. That is one thing. Second thing is, our next batch course will be there. Okay, so 39th batch is there, 40th batch will be next. Okay, and it will start after a few days of this. Okay, so what you can do is you can spread this knowledge to all your knowns so that they can also come and attend this class. And the most important thing is class is free, of course. There is no charge. And the results are very valuable. Okay. The teachings are very valuable. Everyone should know this. Okay. So this knowledge is being distributed free of cost. Everyone should attend these classes and have this knowledge. Okay. So whoever you know, whatever people you come in contact with, you should try to bring these people to our course so that we can give this knowledge to them. They can also get benefited. Separate classes for the children. We have separate classes for the small youth. Children classes, there are youth classes, there are adult classes, there are different languages, there are different timings are there. So many things are there. Only just what we need is people, they should come and learn. Okay, so that is the thing. So if you have children in your home, try to bring them in the children classes. If you have any known youth, you can bring them in the youth classes. If you have any known person, you can You can spread, you can put the pamphlets on your WhatsApp status so that everyone can see and everyone can join the classes. You can put in the groups, so many groups we come in contact with, we can put in the group so that people can attend the classes. Okay. So in many ways we can spread. So this is the way how we can spread this knowledge to know and become dear to Krishna. Okay. So few ways I have told you. Now, effect of studying Bhagavad Gita. We are reading Bhagavad Gita so many days. What happens after that? Krishna says, and I declare that one who studies this secret conversation of ours worship me by his intelligence. So when we read this conversation of Krishna and Arjuna, we actually are worshipping Krishna with our intelligence. Okay. Result of listening. When we listen Bhagavad Gita, you are listening for so many days. What is the result of listening? One who listens with faith, important. This is the one first word I told you that this is required. Okay. So if you have listened with faith, what will happen to you? And one who listens with faith and without envy become free from sinful reactions and attains to the auspicious planet where pious dwells. Only by listening we can go to the higher loka. Okay, where pious dwell. Higher loka we can go when just we listen Bhagavad Gita with faith and without envy. Just by listening. What will happen if you apply the teachings? Okay. Arjuna said, after listening to all the Bhagavad Gita from Krishna, he is saying, my dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is gone now. What is the meaning of illusion is gone now? Let's see. I have regained my memory. So he is now not in illusion. His memory has come back. I am now firm and free from doubt, and I am prepared to act according to your instruction. So this is important. So when we are free from illusion, we are prepared to act in Krishna's instruction. So whatever Krishna is instructing to Arjuna, Arjuna told, I will start following. I will follow those things. Whatever you told, I was thinking that we should not fight, but you told me to fight, I will fight. Okay, with determination, with courage, surrendering the results to you, I will fight. Okay, I'll follow whatever you told. I am prepared to act according to your instruction. What about us? Our illusion is gone. If our illusion is gone, then what will happen? We'll start following the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. We'll start following the teachings of Krishna. Whatever Krishna is instructing, we'll follow that. Okay. If you are still in illusion, then we need to learn more. We need to learn more about it. Okay. We need to take again. The level 2 is there, level 3 is there. Okay. Level 3, level 4, level 5, many levels are there. Okay. Gradually you can understand. So this is the Arjuna's condition. He is free from illusion. When he is free from illusion, he is acting under Krishna's instruction. Our illusion is still there or not? If our illusion is still there, we won't be following Krishna's instruction. Our illusion is gone, then we'll follow the Krishna's instruction. Okay. Now after this, Sanjay is saying something. Okay. The last part of Bhagavad Gita. Sanjaya said, thus have I heard the conversation of two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna. And so wonderful is that message that my hair is standing on the end. I have listened to the conversation of Arjuna and Krishna. Wonderful conversation. By the mercy of Vyasdev, my Guru Maharaj, mercy of Vyasdev, I have heard these most confidential talks directly from the master of all mysteries, Krishna. Directly from Krishna, I have heard the Bhagavad Gita. It is so, my Guru Dev is so merciful. Directly from Krishna, I am able to hear. Who was speaking personally to Arjuna. O king, as I repeatedly recall this wondrous and holy dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, I take pleasure, being thrilled at every moment. Okay. So he's saying, when I'm recalling the conversation, I'm getting thrilled at every moment. And lastly, he predicts, Sanjaya's prediction, 18.78. He says, Yatra Yogeshwaraha Krishna, Yatra Patho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shri Vijyo Bhutir Dhurva Nitir Matir Mama. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. Vijyo, Sri Vijyo Bhutir Nitir. These things will be there. Opulence, victory. So wherever Krishna is there, if Krishna is there in your side, there will be opulence, there will be victory, There will be extraordinary power and there will be morality. This is what Sanjay's opinion. So Sanjay is directly saying that who is going to win in this war? The side where Krishna is there, the side where Arjuna is there, that side is going to win. So he's directly saying that Pandavas will be victorious. Pandavas will be victorious. Okay. So with this, we end our chapter. So let's summarize what we have learned. We have started with summary of Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. Karma Yoga means we have to do our activity, but activity we should perform for the service of the Krishna. Jnana Yoga, we are not actually only doers. Okay, who are the doers? Soul, super soul, and the material nature. Many doers are there. Modes of nature, we have seen that every work which is done, it is done under three modes. We have seen the knowledge, we have seen the action, we have seen the performer, we have seen the intelligence, we have seen the happiness in the modes of three natures. Then ideal worker, 4 classes, we have seen the modes of 4 classes we have seen. An ideal worker is the worker who is above those, who is working for the Supreme, who is in the Brahma Bhuta stage. Love of Godhead, how we can attain the love of Godhead? By spreading this knowledge to other people. Man mana bhav mad bhakto. Leave every variety of religion, just surrender to me. Okay. So that was the end results. The love of Godhead. End results, Sanjay said, end result, Arjuna is saying that my illusion is gone now. I'm prepared to act as per your instruction. Sanjay is saying that I'm thrilled up every moment when I'm remembering the conversation. I'm directly hearing from Krishna due to mercy of Vasudev. And I'm saying that wherever there is Krishna, wherever there is Arjuna, there will be victory, morality, extraordinary power, and the opulence. Okay. So these things, Sanjay's prediction was there. Now the final conclusion. This is for you. Who wants to read, they can raise the hand. I'll unmute. Final conclusion, what we have learned finally. Yes, anyone who can raise the hand, I'll unmute. We have Anushri Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Final conclusion. Not like an ordinary book, it's the song of God, Lord's own potency of knowledge to enlighten fallen souls like us. Talks about 5 principal subject matters: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and Karma. Enlightens us with actual truth is the supreme personality of Godhead, and living entities and material nature are his 2 energies. Living entities have minute independence. By proper use of that independence, one attains and experiences direct association with Lord Krishna. One who hears properly becomes Krishna consciousness and thus can see Krishna in everything and thus can make one's life exciting and wondrous at every step. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So I hope you have understood the summary. This is the final conclusion. I hope every point is clear. Okay. So just I'll unmute, then the announcement about the second level will be there. Okay. So just unmute. I'll unmute so that officially we finish this chapter. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare.
Okay. So we finishes this chapter today. Okay. So this course we are finishing today only. This is the last day, 18 days. I hope you have understood. Few days I was not able to take because some duties. Okay. So I hope Mataji, you are able to understand the teachings from the other Mataji who was taking the class. If you have not understood, I'll post the previous batch link so that you can understand whatever classes you have missed. Okay. Try to finish the quiz as early as possible and get the certificate. Okay. And enter into round 2, level 2. So what are the qualification to enter into round 2? Level 2 is, first is you should be chanting at least 1 round. Okay. So if you are chanting at least one round and you have the certificate, you can enter into level 2. Okay. So what is the level 2? Level 2 is a little bit detailed course. Okay. So we'll finish it in 18 weeks. So weekly class will be there. You will have time to read. Okay. In between, you will have time to read. So you can go through the class. Then after that, you can read the chapter. Then you will have quizzes. So you finish the quizzes. Okay, like that. There will be attendance. Okay, how many classes you are attending? There will be like, we will be monitoring your sadhana, how you are doing the sadhana. There will be like Bhakti Viksha group where the classes, reading section will be happening. Many things are there. Okay, but that is a like systematic course. Okay, systematic course. So there will be classes, there will be quizzes, everything will be there. So you are prepared to learn deeply the Bhagavad Gita, how to understand the teachings deeply. Then that course is yours. That is called the second level or pre-Bhakti Shastri course. Okay. So links all will be there in your groups. So you just have to fill the form and you have to go to the level 2. That is one thing. Second thing, if you don't have the time, like we cannot, like every week we cannot attend. Okay. Or we cannot go through the quizzes. Okay. Then what is there for us in the level 2? So for that, there is one course that is called Sadachar course. Okay. Sadachar course means Sadachar means how to behave. Okay, how the devotee lives the life. What are the regulatory principles we follow during for our living the life? What are the rules, regulations? Okay, how to live a pure life like a Vaishnava lives. Okay, how to eat, how to prepare bhoga, how to offer it to Krishna, how to live, how to dress, everything, how to go to temple, what is our attitudes will be there. So everything, how a Vaishnava lives. Okay, that teachings will cover in the second level, that is called Vaishnava Sadachar. So there won't be any attendance, there won't be any quizzes. Okay, whoever, anyone can attend that. Okay, so that is the thing. So that is one thing. Okay, so 2 courses are there. One is called the Bhakti Sadachar course, where we'll learn the achar, how to perform. Okay, and second is called the pre-Bhakti Shastri course, where we'll be learning in detail about the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, that will be a systematic course where the attendance will be there, quizzes will be there. Okay, so that will be very nice. Okay, so anyone course you can go to in the you can, after the finish this course, get the finish the quizzes. Okay, if you have any problem in finishing the quizzes, contact our admins, they will help you out. Finish the quizzes, these are very easy quizzes. Finish the quizzes, chant at least, if you're chanting one round, go to level 2. Okay, I want every one of you to go to level 2 and learn the Bhagavad Gita teachings in detail, how we can understand that Gita, how we can apply the teachings in our life, and it is very practical. Okay, I hope you have understood till now. The teachings of Bhagavad Gita is very practical if you have faith in Bhagavad Gita and if you have faith in Krishna. Okay, so with this, so these were my announcement. Okay, from your side, any question is there, any feedback is there, you want to improve the course, anything for the improvement you want to tell, anything feedback you want to tell, so you can now tell. Okay, so you can raise the hand, I'll unmute, and I'm opening the unmuting option also, so you can directly unmute and you can tell if there is any feedback you want to discuss, any questions you have. Okay, yes. Sumit Prabhuji is asking, Prabhuji, when will the next batch will start? We will receive the link for registration. Yes, it must be there in your group. It must be shared till now in your group. So if it is not shared, it will be shared. Okay. So next batch will be starting next week mostly. Okay. Within 1 week it will start. Okay. So and weekly classes will be there once in a week, like that. Okay. I want to join level 1 once again so that I can miss. Yes, you can do. Okay. So next level link is already there in your group. So you can join the level 2 with you. You can You can make others join also. Okay, your friends, everyone. Okay. Will there be a repeat level 1 again if you wants to join it? Yes, you can join. There will be level 2 also. Okay. Level 1, level 2 both. So you can join level 1, level 2 both. And the courses are free of cost. Whatever level you want to join, you can join and you can continue. But thing is, don't quit. Don't leave the association of the devotee. That is very important. You should not leave the association of the devotee. Okay. A for association, very important. So try to be in the devotee association and perform your bhakti. Okay. Will you take the classes for level 1? I don't know. Okay. Whether I will be taking or other person will be taking. Someone will be taking. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. We enjoyed. We will mostly do level 1 once again, but enjoy all your explanation. Welcome, Mataji. You can again join level 1. Okay. Level 2 will have the same thing in detail. Okay. So better to join level 2. Many people, they think level 1 is 18 days continuous. Okay. Better to join level 2. Okay. Do once weekly classes and read Bhagavad Gita by yourself. By reading yourself, you'll learn more. And whatever questions will come in your mind, it will be explained in the next class when you have doubt sessions. Okay. So the thing is, the active learning is there in the second level. The level 1 is like passive learning. I am speaking out. Second level, people will be speaking. The teachers will be speaking, as well as you will learning by your readings. Okay. So you'll understand more by reading. So that is also more important. Level 1 is just like a passive. Okay, passive learning. You will understand more. You will learn more when you have your mind attached. When you read, you will utilize your mind. Okay, in understanding, in applying. Okay, so it will cause more learning. So I'll encourage you all to join the level 2. Okay, level 1 if you want to do. Level 1 is for the devotee who he doesn't know anything. Okay, just entered. Already you have attended the classes 18 days. You know the basics. So with these basics, enter to level 2. Okay, and actively learn. Okay, that is my opinion, or that is what I will tell. Okay. Okay. So if there is anything you want to discuss, you can unmute and you can tell, or we'll end the session. 8:10. Time is there. We can hear. Okay. If you have time. Yes. Okay. So I hope everyone is joining level 2. Okay. Please join level 2. Same things will be there, but a little bit more detail, and your active participation will be there. Okay. So you'll have to read at least 3-4 hours. You will read in a week. Okay. Bhagavad Gita, and that will be very nice, life changing. Okay. So please join level 2. Okay. And learn. Okay. So nothing is there. So we'll end the session. I'll unmute everyone. Okay.
Hare Krishna,
devotee. Thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you very much, devotees, for giving me service to explain this knowledge to all of you. Okay. So it is a very nice service provided by Namaste Das Prabhu, and it is fulfilled by you people, because you people are coming. That's why I'm able to explain this to all of you. Okay. So I'm very thankful to you for coming these 18 days and giving me this service to serve you all. Okay. And thank you very much, all the admins which has come. Anushri Mataji, I'm seeing you, I think, first time. So So that is the thing. Okay. So I'm very thankful for all the admins who has worked very continuously. They have worked very nicely to finish this course, as well as all the devotee who come as participant who are learning. Okay. I'm very thankful for them also to providing me this service. Without you, there is no service. Okay. If you are coming, that's why I'm teaching. Okay. So that is the thing. So with this, we'll end the session. Okay. I hope you all will be continuing to level 2. Will be learning more. Okay, I hope you will be coming to the Mayapur Yatra so that you can have devotee association, you can meet Namanistadas Prabhu, you can see the TOP and many things. Okay, Navdeep Mandal Dham Parikrama will be there. So many, it will be like life changing. So many devotees will meet. Okay, so I will encourage everyone to come to the Mayapur Yatra, which is posted in your group. Please join and come. Okay, with this, I'll end the session. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।